Okay.
Hey, Dream Team, you guys, what? I was going to say happy Wednesday. I look like a wreck. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I just got done with my dancing lesson. Sorry about that. Anyway, happy Wednesday, everybody. We are so excited today. It's February. It's an awesome month. It's a short month, and we're here to, you guys here to learn. I know you are. We're all here to learn. So today, we are privileged to have Diamond Laure Peiffer as our teacher today. And Laura has probably broken every record that you could break in terms of building strong, building an amazing, strong team. And Laura, do you have something specific you'd like to share with us today?
Hey everyone, thank you for having me, Terry and Beverly. I just wanted to cover how you have to stay current with your technology and the things that we've been trying since last summer. I've been trying different things to get more people to come to classes, and it's working. So I'm really excited about it. So we have been using Project Broadcast, and I know Terry uses Project Broadcast, and Beverly uses it, and I don't know who else on this call uses it, but it's been such a blessing to our business, and it was one of the pivotal reasons why we hit Diamond the month that we hit it. It's because that was when Project Broadcast first came out, and we sent out a text. I had never done that before. And the Young Living was having a big sale at that point when we hit that, and the volume just went way up. So I've been extremely grateful for it. I've learned a lot of things about Project Broadcast over the year and a half, I guess it's been, since we've been using it. But I hired an assistant, and she specifically runs all of my Project Broadcast. And it was really cool because Terry, I don't know if you remember this, but last year when you had me come over to your home for a few days, I had said to you, I really need to hire someone to help me with my technology. And we were just talking about that around the pool, and I literally met that girl on the way home from your house.
Wasn't it in the airplane? Was it in the airport or on the airplane? Oh,
it was on the airplane. She sat next to me flying back into Detroit.
I love it.
We started a conversation because she was reading a leadership book, and I'm like, I got to get to know who this person who's reading this leadership book.
I love it. Well, first of all, Good observation. Now think back to that very first month when you used it and share with us how you used it. This is going to be really important for people.
Oh yeah. Well, it's different then than it is the way now. So then I didn't know what I was doing. It was brand new. So October of 17, and the Young Living was having a 3-day sale, and everybody's like, oh, let's try to figure out this Project Broadcast. And so we a bunch of us like got together, and we were walking each other through on how to use it. And so I sent it out to the team, and I told them, hey, this is a sale. We want you to be aware of it. And lots of people ordered because of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but now I've learned a lot of things along the way that you just don't send out sales to people. You need to, it's been helpful building relationships through Project Broadcast. And
now give us an example of a Project Broadcast.
Yeah. So we send out anniversaries. So every day an anniversary text is going out if it's your oily anniversary. People love that. I'm always telling them thank you.
How do you do your search for that?
How do I do my search? In Project Broadcast, it shows you different links to click on to pull up their anniversary of when they signed up.
Okay.
And send. But again, my assistant has been really the brain behind all of this.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah. So that's a good way to build relationships. I always try to do a keyword, text back a keyword, and that gets them more interactive and learning more. She's designed a bunch of classes for us. So I think we're probably up to 6 or 7 classes that they can join in on with Project Broadcast. So they're getting 1 or 2 texts a day for so many days, and they get to pick what classes they want. So we have an animal class. We have a savvy makeup class. We have a business class. So there's all different classes. Oh, a use your oil class, like a 14-day challenge or something, just so people can learn more about their oils. Okay. I just keep going, or?
Yeah, go ahead, Laura.
Oh, awesome. Okay. And then we send out a welcome text, and that's been a big thing because for us, I was finding that our member count, we were losing more members than what we were bringing in. And that's been for us for at least a year and a half, I would say, if not longer, maybe. So I'm like, we've got to figure out a way to make stronger members right from the beginning versus them purchasing a kit and then they fall off in a year. And so that was one of my biggest goals. So we send out a welcome text. I tell them that they can meet me on Zoom once a month, and I call it the unveiling of their kit. And so they can come and answer questions, and just so I know that they're being touched by somebody if they want to do that. And then we always send them a reminder text and say, thank you. If you weren't able to participate, please text back the word learn, and you can learn about your kit. And they're learning about all the oils in the kit.
Excellent. That's such a fabulous idea.
And the big thing for us too is that in May, I started teaching classes just locally at the coffee shop. And I've been using Project Broadcast to get the word out because I used to post the classes on Facebook, but people are not seeing things on Facebook anymore. And so I thought, well, why not invite them by
stop right there.
Project
Stop right there and say that again because people need to hear that, you guys.
Yeah.
People aren't catching things on Facebook anymore. They're inundated.
They're not seeing posts. It's been a challenge. So we just have to figure out a new way to communicate with our team so they can start bringing people to classes. And so that's a thing I've started in May. And so I might have started out with 1 or 2 people coming, and that's okay. People were coming. And then we just consistently do it. They had to see that I was going to be consistent at this. So they know 2 times a month they can expect a class from me that they can come to, or they can plug new people in. And the ticket has been, I send a reminder the day of the class, and I schedule that for noon.
Okay.
So that's been a huge, like, text come through at 2 o'clock today, which I sent it at noon, but they might have seen it at 2, and the class was at 6:30 that night. And so they're coming because they're seeing these texts come through their phone.
Fantastic.
So it's been really good.
Well,
now, another thing we just started in.
I was just going to share with you.
In January.
Go ahead.
Oh, sure.
I was just going to share that.
In January. What, Terry?
Go ahead, sweetie. Go ahead.
Okay. So in January, I started a new thing too, where I'm charging people to come to the class. And it's just $5. But for some reason, that's made a huge difference in our numbers as well. And I say to the team, I'm like, $5 for you to come, but if you bring someone new, you both get to come for free. And they've been doing that. They've been bringing a person so they don't have to pay them the $5.
Amazing.
And it's been making a world of difference. So at our last class that I did, this was on January 31st, we had 20-some people show up to the class.
Oh, love it.
So what I do is I upload zip codes from the counties. So right now I'm focusing on my county, which is called Ingham County. I'm taking all the zip codes in the entire county and I'm inviting them to come. So you have to upload it from your Oily Tools and download it into your project broadcast. So it's going out to so many hundreds of people, whoever's in that county. Now I'm switching to different counties. I'm going over to the next county and we're going to start there, and I have another leader that's going to take over for me. But it's just reaching more people that way. So they have an opportunity to bring new people to classes.
Oh, that's fantastic. You guys, this is an amazing thing I've noticed about Young Living people. And that is, if they can get a free oil, or if they can come to something free, like you just said, you know, it's $5, or if you bring someone, it's free. It's unbelievable, because people are just, they're very conscious about their dollars. Mm-hmm. So you've got, I call it a time-dated offer, some kind of a time-dated offer to get people moving. So I love what you're doing, Laura. That is brilliant, brilliant marketing.
Thank you.
So Beverly, you're probably watching the chat line. Let us know if there are some questions coming up.
Well, Christina is wanting to know the class that you charge for. Is that the coffee shop class, or can you give us a little bit of a clue as to what you're teaching?
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's great. So I started at our local coffee house, but we outgrew the space because it's kind of smaller. So I started praying about it that night when I had a big class at the coffee house. I'm like, Lord, I don't want to go far from my house. I need this location to be next to my house practically. But, I need a large space. So the next day I got a text from a member saying, oh, you can use our facility for free. And it's a gorgeous facility. It's called the Charlotte Place, and they have banquets and weddings there. And so we actually moved locations, I would say in September. So we went from the coffee house, and I did not charge at all last year. But I felt like this lady is so gracious to us for letting us use her space for free that I just give her all the $5, the fees that come in. But yeah, it's made a difference. I've heard of other diamonds charging for the same thing, and they've been doing well with it as well.
Awesome.
And what I do for my 2 classes, because somebody asked that, is I always do a beginner class as one of them, and then the other one I choose a topic. So whatever that looks like, but I still always teach the beginner class at my second one as well.
And so you're teaching 2 classes a month, or are you teaching more than that?
Well, I teach more than that, but at this location, I'm teaching 2, and then it goes out in their project broadcast, so they know I'm being consistent in this particular area, that you can count on 2 classes a month to plug into.
Awesome.
Hey guys, come on, bring your questions on. This is a diamond. This is your chance to ask a question to a diamond.
So just to reiterate, because this is the biggest question asked over there right now, Laura is usually using Oily Tools, which is an app, to look for the zip codes of people who are in that area. You can also use your back office, your Young Living back office, to search via zip code and download that and upload into Project Broadcast. So with Project Broadcast, what's great about that, so there have been 2, for people who have tried it before, I just want to say this, there has been so many advancements in Project Broadcast since when it first started, not just with Project Broadcast, but also with what you can search for in your Young Living back office. So it used to be that you could not do a search and download people's telephone numbers. Now you can download people's telephone numbers from your Young Living back office and whatever capacity that you would like to, and upload those into Project Broadcast using the desktop service, using that Project Broadcast from your laptop. You can upload all of those telephone numbers and tag them and stuff like that. For people who are ready to hire, Laura, are you willing to share what your assistant charges?
Yeah, I pay her $30 an hour.
Awesome. Let me see.
So initially getting things set up, I budgeted a lot more for her, but now it's pretty easy. Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, we missed a very pivotal part of this conversation. There are a few who would like to know what Project Broadcast is.
Oh, sure. Yeah, okay. So Project Broadcast was created by Jake Dempsey. He and his wife are Crown Diamonds with Young Living, and he is like a mastermind genius. He's the inventor of oily tools. So he's just amazing brain, you know, for technology. And he created it. So you can actually go to projectbroadcast.com and you can sign up. And depending on how many credits and how large your team is, you could do as low as $10 a month, or, you know, whatever it is that you're wanting, how many credits. I go through a lot of credits, so I write this off as a business expense under my marketing. That's the category I put it in. But Project Broadcast is a way that you can text out information to your members, and knowing that they're hopefully going to see different things that you're trying to project out to your team. So it's just a different form of communication, because we were discovering that Facebook is not working and it's getting worse. It just seems like over the time that people are not seeing posts, and the algorithms have changed and lots of things. So that was, Facebook was initially the way that helped me build my business from the beginning, spreading the word about classes. So I'm very grateful for it, but we've had to change things up and stay updated with the times. Now we found texting is a great way that most people, 95% of people, will open a text. Email, no, I never email people, because it's maybe 5% will open an email. But texting is the way that we communicate to our members, with the welcome text, information about classes, sales that's happening, promos. Every month we send out the monthly promos to our members so they know what to expect for that month. So it's just been a really pivotal communication tool for our team.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then, so you're talking more about how you use Project Broadcast for kind of current people. Do you use Project Broadcast for prospects as well?
I have tried that, and I've had people on my team do that. I haven't been successful with that, but I haven't done it as much. Maybe one time I did a vendor event, I collected their phone numbers, I put them in a category, but I haven't no. So I'll probably just say no. I've tried it, but it's more for my members. Because I needed to figure out, how do you communicate to 4,000 people and get the word out about different things that's happening. So
that's awesome. And I want to add this as well. So for people, for those of you who are not ready to hire an assistant, but you're loving the way that Project Broadcast sounds and you would like to be able to get plugged in, there are Project Broadcast Facebook groups that you can join when you become a member of Project Broadcast. And what's beautiful is that a lot of people who have used Project Broadcast for a while have actually set up broadcast, kind of like drip campaigns that you can start sending out for people or to people. And some of these you can download whole packages. So if you are wanting to put together for your brand new members how they can go through their starter kit with one email a day, you can actually purchase a Project Broadcast campaign that you can upload and start using, so that you don't have to worry about trying to design something right out of the box. And you also don't have to worry about trying to hire an assistant to design it for you. You know, people are amazingly inventive, and there's a lot out there that you can actually purchase and begin using right away. Now, this training was not necessarily meant to be like a Project Broadcast how-to, but if we need to do one of those, maybe we can do that next week, because actually next week we do have something as well, but we can always schedule those in the future too, just like a little Project Broadcast how-to as well.
Okay, so I saw a
Beverly,
question come through. She wanted to know if I sent out.
Let's have people put it in the chat line. If you guys would like to have a teaching, a how-to on Project Broadcast, put that in the chat line. Because that's a really, really good point, Bev.
Yes, and
Beverly, you might take a second too and share all the ways that we're currently using it as well. We're using it a lot. You guys are getting your Wednesday wisdom reminders from our Project Broadcast.
Yes, so you know, the Royal Dream Team as a whole, we have our Project Broadcast. Many of you actually take advantage of that already. I'm going to look up our number because I don't have it memorized. So when you sign up for Project Broadcast, it actually gives you a telephone number so that you don't have the text messages coming straight to your phone. That's one of the ways that Project Broadcast actually makes it possible to have an assistant. So you can sign into it on your phone or on your desktop. Give me 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves.
Somebody is talking in the background.
That's in the background of Laura, my friend.
Oh, I got it.
That's Laura's background. So,
right,
so when you sign in, you have all of your text messages right here. Now, if you're wanting to test it out and just kind of see what we've got going on with our team, into the chat box, I'm going to put in our Project Broadcast number, and then I'm going to give you a number of keywords that you can actually text in if you wanted to start receiving some of our text messages to see what they look like. So, oh, I'm sorry, I did type that wrong. It's 719-208-4508. And I will tell you ahead of time that it is always good to let people know that it's not two-way communication. So if you were wanting to send a private text message to Carrie, do not text message the Project Broadcast number, because that is not the way to get a hold of her. So when it comes to keywords, to receive the Wednesday Wisdom reminders right to your phone, you want to text the word, and I'm going to have you guys text these separately. You always want people to text their keywords separately. So the word wisdom is going to get you a reminder to your phone with a link that you can click and connect to our Wednesday Wisdom calls. So if you're one who kind of forgets, and actually I was wrong about that. There is someone who has talking in the background because Laura did mute herself. But for some reason, it looks like everybody is muted. So maybe just double check and make sure that you're muted if you need to be. Anyway, so Wisdom will send that link right to your phone about an hour or two before the call actually starts, so that you don't have to go searching for the link. You don't have to remember what's on the Wednesday Wisdom call. It's like, boom, right there to your phone. You can also share that with your team. Something else that we do is you can type in 2 words, oils, plural, rock. And Oils Rock is going to get you and your new members, if you're wanting to use ours until you can get yours, you can have people text in the words Oils Rock, and they will get 1 text message every day for 21 days about the essential oils that are in their kit. Now, small caveat, our Oils Rock will not be updated with the new oils until the end of this week. So we had another big project that had to slide in that delayed that project. So they're going to get great essential oil information. They're also going to find out about essential rewards, sharing essential oils, Ningxia Red, a few other items, but you can text Oils Rock. You can also text the word yes. If you text the keyword yes, what that means is that every single time, first of all, you're going to get the monthly promotions on the first day of the month as soon as I can send them. You are also going to receive, if there are any flash sales, you're going to get those flash sales texted right to your phone and to the phones of anybody else that you want to toss that along to. That's our most popular keyword. And so Brianna asks, do you think that Project Broadcast is worth it while your team is still relatively small? Or what rank would you start getting it? Or should they just jump in as early as possible? Laura, I'm going to let you answer that, but I am also going to give my 2 cents. And that is, did we lose Laura? Oh, no, there you are.
I'm
Sorry,
right here.
Laura. I thought we lost you.
I've been muted, so.
Beverly,
Yeah,
Beverly, I don't mean to interrupt, but also Fred would really like to say something. May I unmute Fred?
Yes, he can also unmute himself.
Well, yeah, he just wanted permission. Oh, actually, there's some reason I can't unmute him.
Oh, I've got you. Hold on.
Fred,
Fine.
Fred, we're trying to unmute you here.
Oh, there you are. All right, Fred, go ahead.
My name is Frederick Byron Ponte. I grew up in Detroit. I went to Auburn University on a full tennis scholarship. And then I played the tour. I did the world. I then was a teaching pro at Inver Country Club where they did the Jackie Gleason TPUC tour. I started doing Shackley in 1978. And 12 months after giving my sample bottles away, I was making $5,000 a month. I quit my tennis pro job. I moved to California. I've been in network marketing. And Paul Morris is my life coach, my mentor, and my spiritual coach. So 30 years ago, I met him back in 1990. We got into a program that we did really well. But he called me up February 1st, 2017. I was in a walker. I weighed 236 pounds. I was on 4 different bipolar sleeping pills, meds. Within 90 days, I was off all my meds. I was out of my walker, and within 9 months, I lost.
Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. Wow, we can't wait to just be part of this journey and be cheering you on and be cheering when you hit silver or gold. Thank you so much, Fred. Thank you. All right, Laura, back to you.
Okay, so back to the question where they were wondering if it's valuable for smaller teams. Absolutely. I don't think it matters what your rank is. It's a way for you to connect with your members on a consistent basis. It's a way to let them know that you're going to be holding classes in their area. It's a way for them to know the promos and the specials and all of those things. But it's a way for connection, and you've got to find a way to connect with your people. Mm-hmm. So absolutely, I don't care what rank you are, how many people you have in your team, start now, and then you'll just continue to build up. Project Broadcast wasn't available until we were almost a diamond team. So if I would have had it then, yeah, I probably would have used it. But yeah, absolutely, use the tools.
Yeah, not only that, but when Project Broadcast charges you, so their least expensive package is $10, and you get 500 credits, and those credits roll over. So it's kind of like if you are sending 20 text messages a month, all of those are getting kind of like stored for you so that when you work up and you have to send 1,000 text messages, you kind of have them in your back pocket. So it's kind of nice because Project Broadcast does really grow with you and does really grow with your team. So, I recommend it right out of the gate. But you can, of course, for some of those bigger broadcasts and stuff like that, while you're taking the time to get your feet underneath you, you can plug into the Royal Dream Team Project Broadcast and plug your people into that and just use the resources that we have available too. So, so it's great. It really does work both ways.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good. Well, Laura, in addition to that, I have to ask you a question off the subject. Please tell me you're coming to Spain.
I am not.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I'm going to miss you. All right.
I did apply for Spain, but I would have had to pay the full $8,300. So, and I'm choosing to take my parents on the cruise, so I'm paying for them and stuff. It was more. It was.
That's awesome.
I was going to ask you if you were going.
I just want you to know I'll be dancing. I'll be dancing the flamenco in honor of you.
I want to see that.
Yeah, thank you. I can't wait to see this picture.
Oh boy! All right.
Now, Nina, you're asking if it works with your existing business number, and you are assigned, I don't want to say you're assigned, you get to choose a project broadcast number. And as far as I know, you cannot use your existing number, but you also don't really want to use your existing number. It is really good to actually have that little bit of separation between the cell phone in your pocket and your project broadcast number. Now, I say that, but in some of your first messages to your team, you do want to say, hi, this is Beverly. I'm your upline in Young Living, or, we do Young Living business together. This is my new business line. And when you turn on your notifications from Project Broadcast, you'll see them right on your cell phone. So you won't miss anything. It's still going to go through to your cell phone. The other thing that Project Broadcast did is an upgrade, which I think is great. It used to be that you could only text back and forth using your project broadcast number. Now you can actually call people from your project broadcast number. So you literally have a business number that you're going to be able to use, and you can leave your actual cell phone number for like your family members and things like that. So I like that. Project Broadcast is US only right now. So if you are outside of the country, I'm sorry, you can't.
Beverly, I have a question. Is it expensive to send or receive phone calls?
It's an extra $5 a month. So
unlimited calls?
Yeah, so far as I know, I haven't used that feature a whole lot because so many of you just call my phone and I love it.
Oh boy, so, would I ever love, oh.
Yeah, I haven't used that feature a lot. Laura, do you know, is it unlimited calls through Project Broadcast with that $5 a month?
Actually, I didn't even know that you could do that feature until you just said it. So I'm going to look into that.
Yes, but, it is an add-on.
To international question?
No, not international.
I do text my
Canadians. Okay,
I text my Canadians.
Yeah, I've had it work with Canadian numbers. I don't think I've ever tried it. Let me see here. Free outgoing is $5, unlimited. That's what Talia says. Thank you, Talia, for answering that question. In Project Broadcast, for those of you who already have it, when you log into Project Broadcast from your desktop and you're looking over on the left-hand side, you can click your account button and there's this little thing that says add-ons. When you select that, it will show you some of the new stuff that Project Broadcast has, like outgoing calling from your Project Broadcast telephone number, which is a very beautiful thing.
But if I heard you correctly, it's not incoming calls.
Yeah, incoming calls have always been free. So if somebody calls your Project Broadcast number, it rings through to your cell phone. It's just you weren't able to call them back from your Project Broadcast number. So it's like
that's amazing.
Through to your cell phone, and it'll pop up. The number that pops up is like a 1-800 Project Broadcast number. It's not their telephone number, so you'll get used to it. But when you were to call them back, it would show your telephone number instead of your Project Broadcast number, and they have fixed that.
So when you call them back, it will show the Project Broadcast number now.
Yes, yeah, so long as you do it through Project Broadcast.
Beverly, this is a huge thing for many of our businesses. Like if any of you guys do any kind of cold marketing, like radio shows or anything like this, oh my gosh, this is huge. I had no idea. Paul Morris, I think we should start some more radio shows. I want to do some more radio with you. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I'm excited. All right. Let's see. Anything else you want to share, Laura? You're doing so good. Your team's doing so awesome. What else is going on in Michigan?
Well, we just had corporate come out and do a surprise visit to us, was it a week and a half ago? Almost 2 weeks ago?
Wow.
Something. Been kind of a blur. But yeah. So that was fun. He told me some numbers about Michigan and our team personally that I had no idea about.
Wow.
So I'm really excited
That's
about
awesome. That's amazing. That is amazing. Well,
yes.
Listen, guys, I just want to say it's a short month. And, you know, what I really would just hope everybody is doing for these last days of the month is tons and tons of phone calls. I mean, really, really, just like Laura said, connecting with your people. If you want help getting set up with Project Broadcast, Bev and I can help you get set up. But make the most of these last 10 days. Laura, how are you going to make the most of these last 10 days with your team?
Well, I really encourage you guys to focus on Help 5 and encourage your people to earn Help 5. What I do is I use this other app called Oily Trends, and you can go right on that app and it will show you who has earned Help 5 already or who's close. So periodically on my team page, I post and tag the members who are super close, and they're running for whatever gift that Help 5 is. So Jeff Pearson showed me some numbers. He was here this month, and he said those who use Help 5 or are at least adding a member to their business every month, their teams are growing by drastic numbers versus those who are not personally enrolling. So, and he gave the breakdown of if you personally enroll 12 people a year, that's one person a month, your team is going to grow by 80 to 90% versus those who don't, they're growing by 30 to 40%.
Say that again. That's powerful.
So yeah, I definitely encourage you Help 5.
That's powerful. Give those numbers once more.
If you personally are enrolling, So if you personally are enrolling one person a month, so that's only 12 a year, your team, your entire team is growing by 80 to 90% versus you not enrolling one a month or 12 a year, however that works, then you're only growing by 30 to 40%. Those are the numbers that he brought to us.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Wow. Well, it just goes to show you, you can't just manage your team. If all you're doing is managing your team, it's going to die. It's absolutely going to die. You know, plus it's just so much fun. It's just so much fun to get out there and be signing people up. So anybody else got a comment or a question? This is just valuable information, you guys. Valuable information. Anybody got a comment or question? All right. Well, we're going to close early because we want everybody to get to work and make the most of these last days of the month. How many days do we have left? I think I just lost count. Oh, gosh. We're going to go ahead and close early if there's no questions. So, Laura, thank you so much. Please thank your hairdresser for letting you be on from your hair salon. It looks great.
Oh, and, next week, we are actually going to have another guest trainer. It's going to be Rich Prater, who has done some amazing stuff for us about YouTube and things like that. So that's what we have going next week. I know it says to be announced on the calendar, and that's what we have coming up. So there you go. To answer that question, that is next week's theme, Nina.
That's awesome. And Rich does a lot of videotaping for our team. And he is a world of knowledge when it comes to videos and YouTube and all that. So definitely get your people on next week. All right, Laura, thanks again. We love you. And let's just close in prayer.
Love you.
We're going to close in prayer. So, Father, we ask you, Lord, to give us those creative ideas that we need to finish February strong. We invite you to be in our business every day and to just strengthen us, Lord. And we ask that you would draw people to us that need what we have, that people would just be saying, hey, I heard you're into the oils. What do you have? So we just ask, Lord, that we would be ready. We would have our traveling office with us no matter where we are, ready to talk to people. And we thank you, Lord, that you have trusted us as messengers, as health messengers. We take that call very seriously. And we thank you, Lord, for trusting us with that. And so we ask you to bless the Royal Dream Team this week and for the rest of the month. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Bye, everyone. Have a great
Bye.
day.
Bye.
Amen. Bye.